gentlemen, direct
You are now rocking with the best. Hoops and Hip Hop with Coach Carter on the White Label Radio Network.
What's up, y'all? Hoops and Hip Hop Podcast with your host, Coach Carter, a.k.a. Mellow One. White Label Radio is the network, and we are here in the MCE facility with my guy, Coach Chance Smith.
Yes, Smyth.
Smyth? It's not Smith?
It is not.
All this time I thought it was Smith.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Shame on you, man.
Chance. Chance.
Smith with the Y.
Smith with the Y. I thought black folks were being exotic.
My dad is Puerto Rican and black.
Okay.
I don't know how he came up with the entire name.
I was about to say where the name come from. Puerto Rican and black. That's not
even Puerto Rican.
I was about to say not Puerto Rican at all.
So it's French. Chanson. My first name is Chanson.
Why?
Don't ask me why.
You didn't ask Dad?
I have, but he couldn't tell me. He can't give me a good reason.
he just was in the hospital. They said, what's your name?
My older brother name is Andre. My younger brother name is James.
Where's the Puerto Rican at? Ain't no Miguel. Ain't no Jesus.
I was like Salvador, Carlos.
Like, wait.
Marcos.
I can see Salvador Jackson. That would sound Puerto Rican and black, right?
Why Jackson, though?
I mean, hey, it's just...
Salvador Jackson is crazy. That's crazy work.
So, what's your full name?
My full name is Shanson Jamal Smyth.
So, you got a Jamal in there. So, you got a little, okay, there we go. So, Shanson Jamal Smyth.
Yes.
I was, okay.
That is hilarious.
Where are you from?
I'm born and raised in Inglewood, California.
So you're a native?
Yes.
Your parents are natives too?
My mom is Mississippi. My dad is Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Mississippi too?
So,
Jackson. Oh shit! Greenwood. We might be cousins.
I got family in Mississippi as well too. Yeah. I would say they in somewhere with a B. I don't know. We went there for a reunion one time.
Yeah.
So Inglewood, what school did you go to?
High school, I went to Inglewood High School my first year, and then I went to Palisades.
Okay, what year? Inglewood.
You got me telling my age, man.
Yeah, you're not old as me, but yeah.
98.
Okay.
98.
Okay.
That was my first year.
And you was Inglewood for 1 year. Did you leave voluntarily?
Yes. My mom made me leave.
Okay.
It was one of those things. So I didn't try out for varsity. I tried out for JV because all my friends went to JV.
Okay.
I don't know any better. So all my boys went, so I went.
Yeah.
We destroyed the tryout. Automatically on the team. I was automatically on the team. Some guys didn't make it. They went to freshman. But since they was my boys, I was like, cool, I want to go play with my friends.
Yeah.
And, we played freshman. I played like 4 games. And I was averaging like 40 points. So it's like, what the hell? Like,
what am I doing here?
Why are you here? I was like, my boys came, so that's what I wanted to do. So, I want to play with all my friends from Crozier and Warren Lane. So,
what middle school did you go to? You went to
Crozier.
Okay.
I went to Crozier. So right across the street.
Yeah, right across the street.
And then all my boys, we all played freshmen. And then I got moved up maybe 5-6 games within the season. Went to JV. I think I was averaging like 30 points. And then Coach Roy came to me and he was like, yo, like, who are you?
Where you come from? Yeah.
I was like, man, I went to school right across the street. And he was like, well, I got a proposal for you. And I was like, what's going on? I need you on the varsity team. Immediately. Cool. When do I start?
What's the proposal? It's just like,
I'm there.
Yeah.
I need you there. He's like, everybody keep telling me you want to play with your friends. And I was like, well, I mean, that's just what it's been.
Yeah.
And then that year, I think we maybe had like 6 to 8 games left. And then I played varsity. And then I came off the bench. And then it was really, really easy. And then going into playoffs, I was the first off the bench. Again, very, very easy. And then the next year, he was just like, yo, you the point guard for next year, blah, blah, blah. And we had some guys over there. And since I was young, he wanted to kind of explore that, that talent or whatever. And once we started going for summer, my mom was like, yeah, you're not going here anymore. I'm like, I'm on varsity.
Why not?
And she was like, because, every year there was like a race riot around Cinco de Mayo. She had dealt with it with my brother, with my sister, with my cousins, everything. So she was just like, we're not doing this no more. And then my travel ball coach, he had a little bit to do with it. I played for a unknown team called Showtime Ballers.
Okay.
And a guy that he used to be like our trainer. And he had a connection with Palisades. So my mom's like, you're going here, it's a better school academically. Inglewood, not teaching you anything. I need you to go where you can really maximize, your efforts. Man, I got to Palisades. I was so depressed. When I tell you, I was going to be starting at Inglewood High School my sophomore year. I went to Palisades and I played JV, and I came off the bench.
Oh, my God.
When I tell you, depressing. It was that for maybe a year, but my coach was awesome. White guy, his name was Coach Ed. Like, he kind of like made me become the player that I became in high school because he pushed me. He never let me slack.
Yeah.
And then I used to always have to guard. We had some guys on our team. Edward Estevan, who coaches at Harvard Westlake.
Okay.
I used to have to guard him every practice. I used to pick his ass up full court. You're a Valley kid. I'm a city kid. Let's figure it out. So, of course, Ed always got, like, the nod because he was the starting point guard and all this other stuff. And Ed was a great player, but that motherfucker was good, but he had to deal with me every day, every single day. So it was a good experience. Palisades kind of molded me into the individual that I am now. I'm glad that I did go there, hindsight. But I wanted to stay at Inglewood.
I can imagine. I mean, so I grew up in Hawthorne, Inglewood area.
Okay.
I went to Lusinger.
God bless you.
And the race rides every year.
Every year.
And a lot of my friends is Mexican, and so I was sitting back watching things
Same.
go on or whatever.
Same.
But the race rides. Puz went to Santa Monica, so we all understood exactly that.
That's
I wanted to go
crazy.
to Morningside so bad
Why?
because when I graduated in '92.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
they
Coach
hooped.
Stevenson. That was my junior high school coach.
They were hooping.
Yeah.
And I lived walking distance from there. I lived off Imperial and
Oh
Dublin.
yeah, Oh,
So
yeah.
I was like, I want to go there so bad. But
Yeah.
my mom was like,
Nah. Where'd you go?
losing her.
Losing. That's right.
Losing her. So she thought it was a little different, but
It's a little reverse.
yeah, it wasn't as bad as Inglewood.
Yeah.
There's bodies being found in the bottoms every day.
Right. Every single day.
Every day. But I was
Yeah.
like, and I wanted to go to Crenshaw too. And she's like,
Nah.
I picked the two worst environments to go to, and she
Right.
said no. But I wanted to hoop.
Yeah.
I wanted to hoop. She
Yeah.
said no. So I can see why your mom said, let's go to Palisades, get out of here, go to the suburbs, see some white people, see some culture,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
see
Culture.
something different or whatever.
Culture for sure.
And it's still a city school too, so you still get a chance to play against
Absolutely.
Fremont and Westchester, those guys.
Our league, when I got there, our league was crazy. I think it was LA High, Venice.
Culver City?
No. Manual Arts.
Oh, okay.
That's when Manual Arts had everybody.
Yep.
Westchester, Fairfax, and Uni.
So every night was a dog fight.
Every single night.
So that is just perfect for you.
Yeah, I mean,
To develop.
again, hindsight, like looking back, I was just like, wow, like this ain't so bad.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't bad at all.
Did you do after high school? Did you college? What's this?
I did college. Yes, I did. I did JUCO. I went to Pasadena City College. I played for Coach Rock.
Why not Santa Monica or somewhere local?
So, at Palisades, one of my coaches, Coach Rich, he was good friends with Coach Rock. I don't know if you know Coach Rock.
No, I heard
Coach
that name
Rocky
before.
Moore at Pasadena City College. He coached Stacy Ogman at Muir.
Yeah.
He coached a bunch of those guys that was over there. So he connected me with him. I played in like a couple showcases at Pasadena City College, and it kind of just led. Like, it was a good situation for me. Coach Rock and Coach Tony Leonard, Coach Tony Leonard, he has a prep school now. It's in Atlanta, but he played in the NBA a little bit. His cousin was Vashawn Leonard.
Okay.
So, he kind of got me right when I was there. But Coach Rock and Coach Tony, they were just like oil and water, man. It's something about them two dudes together in the same room. It just didn't work at all.
No.
Yeah.
And then so you JUCO, Pasadena. Did you end up going 4-year?
I went Concordia. I played at Concordia
in
Irvine.
Okay.
Which was great because it was close to home. It was NAIA at the time, and it's one of those situations where they were just like, "Don't put the ball in your hands," and it was it worked out good for me. I wound up playing there 2 years, and then I went overseas a little bit, but the overseas thing was short-lived.
Where'd you go?
Germany.
And how was that?
Whew. I thought I was dealing with race riots at home.
You use all kind of N-words every day, huh?
Listen, every time I went out the door, hard ER.
Yeah.
Hard ER.
But the women loved you, though.
Everywhere.
Women loved you.
But that was part of the issue because everybody was saying like, "Yo, what about me?"
Yeah.
Hard ER.
Yeah. And then you was being consoled. And then you was being at home consoled by the blonde hair, blue eyes.
Listen, man. That was the life.
Yeah.
That was the life for a little bit, man.
Yeah. And how old were you when you was out there?
21 through like 24.
So you
25.
was out there of course, it's a culture shock because, of course, the racial component.
Yes.
But then, of course, of the language as well, too.
Oh, my God.
And then what about the living situation?
Living situation wasn't so bad. But it was like everywhere that I went, it was that hard ER. Like, I didn't know that place was like that.
I mean, you know that the Nazis came from Germany, right?
I know that.
Okay,
but still, like, that's stuff you read in books.
That's true.
That's stuff you read in books. So, like, like now I'm just like, it's real life.
Yeah.
A time that I had that was really, really crazy. I was in the airport. And it was like one of my first times being there. And, they have like the check stops,
Yep.
the checkpoints. And they only stop you because you're black. And one time I was just like, "Yo, man, they just checked me back there. Why y'all?" And black dude grabbed me and was just like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Shut your mouth.
Bro? He said, "Listen, man, you want to get to the next city? You want to get out of this airport? Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So then he put me on a little game. So we got to the next checkpoint, and he was like, "Don't say a word." Get to the next one, don't say a word. I'm like,
Did you know him?
No.
It was a stranger looking out for you.
He was looking out for me,
Yeah,
man. So
yeah.
I was like, "Yo, man, thank you." He was like, "Man," he's like, "Them dudes would have had you under the jail."
Yeah.
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 So really, really weird, man. But I mean, it was what it was.
It's funny. My wife, which is white Canadian, she says, "Man, you know everybody, huh?" I said, "Yes and no." When I walk in a room and I see another brother in the room, and ain't many of us in the room, we make eye contact. And we get a little nod, say what's up, and we keep it pushing. Because we know when something goes down,
I'm looking for you.
that's the person that's going to be right behind me
I'm looking
helping
for you.
us out.
Yep.
And that black man did the same thing for you.
Man, that dude saved my life. I'd probably still be in jail.
That's
If Brittany Griner got, if she got all that time, and she probably didn't say nothing.
Didn't say a word. So you spent 4 years overseas.
Yep.
How was the playing over there?
Playing was okay. I think more just not being accustomed to the culture.
Yeah.
And not being at home. I'm a LA boy all day. That's not gonna work for me.
No.
But I always knew I wanted to have a hand, a foot in basketball.
Yeah.
So like all my coaches, when I came back, they was like, "Bro, just get into coaching. We know you're gonna be good."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Really?" And it was just like, "You're too detailed to not be good." And when I first started doing it, it was just like, "Oh, like this is this." But I was just super young-minded. I didn't know any better. and I didn't have anyone to kind of like hold my hand and tell me, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. And I'm glad that I went about it. Not glad I went about it. I'm glad I experienced it the first time around the way that it happened. Like I had to fall flat on my face and really be like, okay, cool. You experienced it. Now you got to learn.
Where's your first coaching job?
Arleta High School.
Arleta. Interesting. Okay.
Very interesting.
And what level were you coaching there?
Varsity. I was the head coach.
Okay.
I was a head coach.
What year was that?
That was 2014.
Okay. So you came straight from overseas and got a head coaching job?
No. I was trying to find my life, man. I didn't know what to do. I knew I wanted a hand or foot in basketball, but I didn't know the right channels to go about.
Yeah.
And funny thing is, I met Tariq. I used to hoop at LA Fitness, Universal City.
Okay.
And I ran into Tariq, and this big dude on the court just talking mess the whole time. Like,
I can see. We can see that.
Like, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
You talk too much.
Yeah.
And and I talk too much as well. So I mean, we kind of hit it off. And he was like, "Yeah, I coach at Grant. I do this, I do that." And Tariq,
bravado's up
yeah,
there. Yes.
all that.
Yes.
And I was just like, cool. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get into it. He was like, yeah, come by. You got to go through me first because I'm the first assistant. And it was
he wasn't the head coach yet?
No, he was not. It was Howie.
Yeah.
He was still there. But I mean, I seen Tariq there a couple more times at LA Fitness, but I never went to interview. Yeah. And then I randomly I submitted for the Arleta job. And then when I got the job, I seen Tariq again, and he was like, "We're gonna kick y'all ass every time we see y'all." And I was just like, whatever. I just didn't know any better. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But just getting a job at Arleta, it was very interesting. I had some good kids, but I just didn't know. It's a lot that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I figured it out quick, though.
Yeah.
I kind of figured it out really, really quick. But some trying years solely because, the admin support was trash. It was absolutely trash.
I actually applied for the Arleta job recently.
Really?
I did.
Wow.
And they didn't. They went somebody else.
Yeah, I know. I've been talking to him. It's very interesting.
So it's funny, me and Robert talk about it, and I applied for pretty much every open job, and I didn't get anyone.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the criteria is. They look at you as overqualified.
100%. So funny you say that. I was sitting in an Arleta interview, and
with Dave Richard.
Dave Richard, the principal, assistant athletic director, and her sister is the girls' coach.
Erica Yahara, that's my dog.
So Erica asked me, "You coach at Crespi, you coach at Burroughs. Why are you here?" And I'm like, "Because I grew up in Lenox, California, and I know this environment."
Yeah.
There's a kid in the school that was me at one time, but you could tell she was like, "Why are you here?
Right.
This is too good for you."
Right.
And I was like, and I told Pud, I said, maybe I should have dumbed it down in the interview because I was overqualified, I guess. The way I was talking, it was $2,000 for them.
But why put yourself down though?
Yeah.
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 I mean, just going through these processes. I remember at one point I interviewed for the East Valley job.
Okay.
Same thing. Why are you here?
Yeah. I want to coach basketball. I mean, why wouldn't you want a guy that's super qualified that maybe enhances your program?
I just want a place where I can work on my craft.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So, yes, it's for Arleta. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I coach Blueface. As
the rapper Blueface?
The rapper Blueface.
Have you seen pictures of him recently?
Yes.
He gained so much weight. I was like, Jesus, you ain't.
I'm gonna show you.
You ain't doing the jailhouse calisthenics.
That's hilarious.
Beat you lightweight. No burpees.
No burpees. It's crazy.
So Blueface with Arleta?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So Blueface, look at him. That's crazy. Yeah. So you coached Blueface, and you had no hair at the time, and he had no tattoos at the time.
He had no tattoos. Great kid.
Was he good at hoop?
He can shoot the ball.
Okay.
So he was our quarterback for the football team.
Oh, okay.
And so it was one of those things. They were like, "Oh, coach, well, you can get some of the football players to play basketball."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Why do you think that?" Well, they all love you, and we need more color on the team. You see what the team looked like. All pretty much all Hispanics. But I had a great relationship with him. His mom is who she is.
Yeah.
Loud in the stand, put my baby in the game. The whole game. Like, ma'am, he is here to shoot the ball, and that is it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was a good experience. But, I mean, at the time, Arleta was not a basketball school.
Yeah.
And the administration, they had their way of doing things. So my career was short-lived there. After 2 seasons, I was removed as the head coach. And it was one of those things where I was heartbroken because I had put so much into it. What was
the reason?
So I didn't even get let go because of basketball. So they conned me into coaching track. I was a track and field coach.
Did you know track?
Listen, they made me outline the track. Bro, it looked like six 6-year-olds were out there with crayon on the track. Like that track was so awful. And I was like, yo, I told you I don't know anything about it. But they were just like, come on, you're the coach. You can get all these kids to come. So I had.
Because you black?
Come on, you know how they talk to us. You know how they talk
black
to
men
us,
run fast. He can have the black men run fast. Come on.
To us, man. It was just one of those things. And I had some of the best kids ever, man. Like we were figuring it out.
Yeah.
And we were at what is it called? I couldn't even tell you. So at Birmingham, what is that called?
Oh, the track meet.
The big one. The playoffs.
I don't know. I know about track either.
Listen, bro. That's probably why. So it was that. It was that little thing. And like 2 girls on my team, like they were like one girl slapped another girl. She slapped her back, and I broke it up. So me trying to be like forthcoming, I tell my AD like, yo, such and such and such and such. They got into it with each other, and she hit her back, and I was just like, that was it. And they was like, okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to worry about it.
You got fired because of that?
I got fired because of that.
You didn't do anything.
Oh, we don't know if the kids are safe around you and all these other thing.
Scary black man.
You made me take all these doggone kids. Man. So mind you, this happened in so track season's like April. This probably was like May. They fired me at the end of June and said they don't feel safe with the kids around me. So mind you,
The whole track season.
the whole track, this was at the end though.
Yeah.
But then we started doing like basketball stuff again. So now I'm back in basketball, and now we in our groove. Like it was going to be a really good season for us because I had a bunch of kids that was like, oh, let me go play for this coach over here. And when that happened, they were just like, nah, you ain't coming here no more. And you're done.
That's crazy.
Listen, man, I was messed up about that job. I was really, really messed up about that job.
I can imagine, especially one thing they don't understand with coaches that you put your heart and soul to the program and to these kids. Not like you're getting paid a lot of money, so you're sacrificing a lot of what you got going on.
That stipend was like gas money.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So after Arleta, where'd you land next?
After Arleta, I interviewed I interviewed a few places. I interviewed at Bell Jeff at the time.
Okay.
And the AD over there was a very interesting dude. He sat in the interview and he was asking me questions and he rocked. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
He's autistic or something?
Bruh. He just rocked. And I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, let me still be respectful, but let me get the heck out of this interview. So once it was over, I knew Bell Jeff was just a no. And it was only to be it was to be an assistant for Ray Witt.
I don't know.
You don't know who Ray Witt is?
No.
So Ray Witt, he's coached around like a lot of places. and he's been a lot of places in the Valley, and nothing against Ray, but it was just like it was a situation that I knew it wasn't for me.
Wasn't a fit. Gotcha.
So then I told Ray, like, they offered me the job, and then I turned it down, and then I got cursed out by Ray Wood. So again, this is still me trying to find my footing in basketball, and this dude that I knew from AAU, he was like, "Oh, that's the worst decision you'll ever make," and blah blah blah. And I was just like, "Bro, I don't want to be here. Your AD is a creep.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it." And so then I interviewed at St. Bernard's, and I got the job on the spot. And
For a varsity coach?
I was the varsity assistant.
Assistant, okay.
And there was so it was me and a couple other guys who were assistants, but I was just like, I had a heart-to-heart with myself. Like, let me really, like, jump in this thing and figure it out.
Yeah.
And I did everything. Everything to help that team become, what it should be. Like, I coached under Mitch Runco, who he was a very good coach, like X's and O's. Like, he understood a lot of stuff. He was what do you call it? He was an assistant at Kansas at one point.
Okay.
So he knew a lot. And I was just like, let me just fully get into this and learn everything I possibly can from this man. And he taught me so much, like how to work hard, how to be in a gym, how to absorb, like, little things, like learning the side where you got the political side with the parents,
Yeah.
the other side with the trainers, the other side with the AAU program. So I learned a lot of that from him. And I think that's like kind of like put me in my place now to where I am now. So I learned a shit ton under Mitch.
And then after St. Bernard's, next.
After St. Bernard's, it was St. Bernard's was interesting because I brought all the kids in.
Yeah.
All of the kids. The kid that we were just talking about that's at Jackson State, he probably was the only kid that was at the school. 6'10", his name is Ramel Mansell. It was him, and then every other kid that was on the St. Bernard's team. Like, I used to run this thing with my boy Ray, and my boy Temeshkin, run, jump, shoot. It was just like super generic, and we were talking about it today. Like, we got a couple kids overseas now, and his son Ray Jr. he finished at Sarah Lawrence, and then we had some other kids.
On the East Coast, okay.
East Coast. We had Devin Tillis. He trained with us there a few times. He's at Virginia now. So we just had a shit ton of kids that came through that little sector, and like that kind of like defines like my coaching career now. Just training those kids and building those relationships with the families and everything, and just watching those kids kind of like become who they are today.
Yeah.
Like that was like St. Bernard's did that for me. And I remember, which was my last game that I coached. I coached against Sierra Canyon, and it was a summer league. We had played Sierra Canyon at War on the Floor at St. Genevieve before. And Mitch, and I was just like, yo, Cassius got the ball. We got to press. We got to do this. No, they're just going to do this. They're going to throw it over our heads, and they're going to kick our ass. So we wound up losing the game by like 11-13. And then we got a chance where my coach, Mitch, he went to China. And we played him again at Culver City. So I was like, if I get to coach this game, I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah,
I'm going to figure it out. Man. Who had the ball? Cassius. We pressed their ass. 2-2-1 the entire time. They was throwing that thing out of bounds. So it's like Cassius. It was Kenyon Martin Jr. It was another 6'8" kid.
The big kid from
Taryn Frank.
Okay, yep.
So like they just had a bunch of guys, and we wound up beating them dudes. We did it the way that I wanted to do it. So Baller TV. So here I am like, yo, let's get the film.
Film magically disappeared
For months.
Never
For
seen
months.
the film.
Oh, I lost it. I don't know where it is. It was on a drive and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like this, we can use this to recruit for next year.
Of course.
Because I'm like, we beat Sierra Canyon. Now, granted, it wasn't the full Sierra Canyon squad, but I don't care.
Matter, yeah.
We beat Sierra Canyon.
Yep.
I need to figure it out.
Yeah.
So then right after that, one of our assistants, he was just like, Dominic Tucker, he goes, you know you're going to have to find a new job. And I'm like, no, we're good. Like, he's like, you know you're going to have to find a new job. And like clockwork, like everything just started working against me. So spring, summer, I always ran like conditioning, all this other stuff. And those things just slowly started being taken away from me. Oh, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't use the gym to train. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'm like,
why am I here?
what do you mean? Like, there's a fat dude over there training people, and he doesn't even work here. I work here.
Yeah.
No. So all that stuff went away, and I was just like, this is really, really crazy.
They squeezed you out?
They squeezed me out. Mind you, when I tell you, all the kids that had came in, so the year prior, we were the number one seed. We were number one seed, and all the kids that had came in, it was just me. It was me out there in the field. We returned all of our starters, and I was kind of like squeezed out. And it was like some BS, like made up. Like it was some BS made up. And then I was just like, you know what? All right, cool. After that, I went to Crossroads. My boy AD gave me an opportunity to coach over there. But the same thing. I'm talking with the AD. I'm talking with Ira. Why do you want to be here? I was just like, yo, I was at St. Bernard's. It didn't work out over there. We don't have any paid spots. I'm like, cool. I got a job. I don't need any money. I just want to coach.
Yeah.
But why? And people don't understand, like, you know, that some of us just love this for the hell of the game.
Yeah.
For the hell of the game. And we went through this, why do you really want to be here, for about 30, 45 minutes. And I was just like, listen, man, like, I'm a basketball guy. I want to be here. I want to help. I need to help AD out. I want to help AD out with all the guys that he have, because, you know, it's Crossroads. It's political. It's $50,000 a year. Like,
yeah,
he need help with something. And I wound up getting on the staff there. And halfway through the year, Ira, damn, you really working this job? Just volunteering? Like, I don't believe this. Like, it's something else. And I'm like, nah, it's nothing. I don't want anything from you guys. I just want this experience so it can, you know, lead to my next job.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, I told him, like, yo, we need to talk. Like, I want to talk to you about what we want to do for next year. I remember it was February, like, 12th. We lost our first round playoff game to Los Altos. I didn't hear from him February, March. So maybe March, April, I was like, jobs started to become available. And I was just like, cool, I'm going to start interviewing. Start interviewing at Price. That was like a 3-week thing. The day that I got, Price called Crossroads and talked to Ira. And he was like, well, I'm going to tell him no, because I want you here at Crossroads. I'm like, bro, I actually have a conversation with you, and we never had a conversation. So he was like, nah. He was like, I'm going to tell him that you're a good guy and that you deserve a job. And he actually helped me get more money. He was like, yo, like, if y'all don't hire him, like, we're going to hire him, and we're going to pay him more money than you are. And so he actually helped me get more money for my time at Price when I left Crossroads. So
that was good.
It was a really good thing, man.
It's good.
Yeah.
And you was at Price for 2 seasons? 3 seasons?
3 seasons. I was at Price for 3 seasons and a half. Like, we had started building for next year, and something just wasn't right, man. And I remember paying a bill that was like $600, and then I was like, yo, how much money do we have left in the account? And it was like, oh, she slid it to me like, this is what you got. So I look at it, that can't be it. And she's like, oh, they didn't tell you? And I was like, who is they?
Who was they, right? They didn't tell you?
Well, see, what had happened was, and I was just like, come on, like.
So you fundraised a bunch of money and it disappeared?
It went to the general fund. and I guess that's what private schools hit all the coaches who don't know.
Yeah.
Because we had, and I'm not going to even lie about this number. We had about $80,000 that we had fundraised.
Wow.
Like we had ran the best fall league in the South Bay. I mean, everybody came. Like our gym looked like championship night every game. Redondo, Narbonne, Bishop Montgomery, Palos Verdes, like you name it, they were there.
One thing I would say about you, and now I'm going to give you your flowers now, but I'm going to give them at the end as well, too. You have a way of connecting with people that is very impressive. Like kids and teams and coaches, and you're persistent as well, too. You don't take no for an answer.
No.
No, you're like, hey, I'll call. Like, so I can see why your gym is packed because of who you are. And you've been around. You went from all over the valley to the South Bay or whatever, so you have all these connections, and you use them to that. So I admire that because I'm a student of the game. So as I'm getting new into the coaching side, I watch everybody, and I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm seeing what everybody doing, what people do wrong, what I did wrong, and trying to add that.
Absolutely.
So you are definitely a leader in that regard.
I think I gotta be. I realized maybe I think it was the St. Bernard situation, the Crossroads situation, and the Price situation all like mashed up.
Yeah.
And it kind of like showed me St. Bernard's the politics of a private school. I think Crossroads the prestige of a private school in basketball. And I think Price, how to be poor. And mashing those things together, because when I got to Price, like it was in the red by a lot. And it was a lot that I could not do. So I just had to get creative. Yeah. And when you're desperate a little bit, you know, you gotta get creative. You can't get creative, like you can't survive. Not in boys basketball. No. It's not gonna happen. So again, like, you know, I kind of just figured a few things out, and I'm a gym rat, so I don't care if I got Bob, Tito, and Pablo. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah, yeah. And that's one of the things that I learned from Mitch. That's one of the things that I would give him. I would give Drew Hanlon. Drew Hanlon, the trainer, like I watched him all summer. Okay. I watched him all summer when I was at St. Bernard's. I used to let him in the gym. I used to watch him train guys, and I used to just work on my craft. Like, it's funny because I watched a lot of his videos as well too, and I seen he was at St. Bernard's. So yes, yeah. So it was, that was because of you? That was not because of me. That was Damon Johnson. Damon Johnson is currently the athletic director at what's the name of the school? It's an all-girls school. I can't think of the name, but he was the AD at St. Bernard's at the time. Okay. And he used to always just hit me like, yo, you want to make some extra money? You want to make this? You want to do that? And I'm like, cool. I used to live right down the street. It was easy for me to get there. It was super accessible. So I used to always let Chris Johnson and Drew Hanlon in the gym all the time, like religiously. Chris probably won't even remember me. It was that long ago, and his period of training there was kind of short because I think he lived in the Valley at the time, and he wanted something closer to home. Yeah, driving from the Valley to Playa del Rey is crazy. It's a mission. Crazy. It's a super mission. But learning from Drew and learning from Mitch, like I think that kind of like helped me just be a gym rat. So they stole all the money. So yeah, they stole all the money, and then they were just like, "Well, this mom is mad at you because you said this to her son." Nah, bro, where the money at? Yeah, right. The parents. Don't distract me. Yeah, where is this money at? Like the parents, and then like my AD at the time, he was very diplomatic, and I understood going into these meetings, like when I'm trying to figure out where the money is. He kind of looked at me and was just like, bro, Billy, it's long because I can't help you. It's gonna be me or you. Yeah. and it wasn't him. And like that sounds familiar actually. My last gig was similar to that. Listen, bro, like again, like they want us to be the culture, they want us to help the kids, they want us to appease the families and do all these other things and jump through these hoops and how high massa. And they get rid of us like that.
It's quick.
Quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then everything that you've tried to build is like, it's one of those things where I think for me, I was just heartbroken because at Price I had put so much into it.
Yeah.
And everybody's seen it. And I think we were turning a corner. First year, the first year that I was there, we went to a championship game. I was told by my principal, she called me, I don't want you to yell. I don't want you to stand up. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do that. We're going to have some really prestigious alumni in the house. So you can't do these things.
In the championship game?
Can't be a coach.
You can't be a coach. and for those that you are watching this or listening to this, this guy right here gets after it. He does things. I'm like, oh, like, he curses at his kids. I mean, but they respond, and he knows who to do it to and who not to do it to. As a coach, that's what you know. Yeah. But yeah, she told you all that.
All that.
But that's how you got there. Whatever you was doing got you to this championship. Leave me alone.
So that's not even the worst thing. So like the week of the championship game, we practiced once.
Why?
They had something set up in our gym, and they told me, oh, we have an event set up, so you guys have to figure out alternate solutions.
It's a championship come up. What's more important than a championship?
So we beat, I remember like it's yesterday, we beat Adelanto on a Saturday.
Yeah.
The game was next Saturday. Mm-hmm. So Sunday, no practice. Monday, we were in a gym. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
No gym.
The day of the championship game, I had reached out to Al Rango of Southgate. Okay. And he let us borrow his gym for a shoot-around.
The day of?
The day of. They were supposed to get me a gym. They were supposed to get me vans to transport the kids, yada, yada, yada.
So your playoff game wasn't at home? The championship game wasn't at home?
No.
Okay.
The championship game was at Colony High School.
Okay.
And just that alone, like, it was just like, no.
Why?
So we wound up losing the game, and I just felt bad. Like I felt bad because I knew that had we did the things that we needed that led up to us winning all those other games, we would have figured it out. And that's not even the worst thing about that situation. State playoffs. We play San Diego High School.
Okay.
They had won, I think, 3 championships in a row. Division 3, Division 4, Division 3, Division 2, something like that. So we go down to San Diego. Well, we're getting ready to go to San Diego. Our bus comes. It is the raggediest bus. Y'all done stole all the money and y'all can't buy us a bus. Y'all got all of our money and y'all can't buy us a bus.
You can't charter one good one for the playoffs?
Bro. Our bus was so broke down. We didn't have AC.
They gave y'all Major League.
It was so bad. I was just like, yo, like, God.
What are the parents saying? The kids are saying something.
The parents was like, where happened to all the money?
And if you don't know, prices in the inner city, so of course
the HBCU of private schools.
So mamas and daddies got some voices like that. So yeah, I'm sure they was.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you we were on the bus, like just
dying.
It felt like we were in a sauna on our way there. So we get there, we get food, we go to the high school, we get ready for the game. I tell the boys, I said, listen, we got to get back on that bus. It better be with a win.
Yeah, right?
Because we drove down here in harsh conditions.
Yeah, it's going to be miserable.
We got to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
So we wound up beating the school, and they had like, it was a good school.
Yeah.
They had a kid. They had a kid who wound up going to Idaho State, and he started really good. We shut him down, and we wound up winning the game by 11, 12 points, but it was a very easy game. And when we got back, it was just like, oh, my God, we knew you guys can do it. Nah, bro, who do I need to speak to about this AC and this horrible bus.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. And then it was just like, they were just like, no, if you get another game, we'll figure it out. No, you're not. No, you're not. And then we wound up losing the next game, but, that's neither here nor there.
So you leave Price, and then you end up at Bernstein?
No, I left Price, and I was heartbroken again. Like, this it's a trend, man. Like,
Question for you. So you are putting your all into all this.
All of this.
And you keep getting heartbroken. And I'm asking a question my wife asked me.
Uh-oh.
Why you want to do this still?
I love it. I love it. It's that simple. I love it. I think my gift is seeing the greater good in most of these kids. Something that they don't see.
Yeah.
And I kind of treat it like how I wanted my coaches to treat me as a player.
Yeah.
Some of my players that play for me, they were like, yo, I don't know why. So some of my players always say, like, when I take them home, they're like, why do all these coaches call you for everything?
Because on your ride home, you're probably on the phone with
So
various coaches.
Why do all these coaches call you for everything? Like, they don't call nobody but you. Why? And I'm like, you smart enough. You see what I put in this. Like, again, like, some people just don't know. And I always extend the hand to coaches who don't, A, know, B, have questions because they just, they need help. And I always extend that to everybody. Like, ever need anything, hit me.
I agree.
Hit
I agree.
Me.
I mean, you did it for me. You know what I'm saying? You did it for me. And we participated in some of your events when I was at Burroughs. Mm-hmm. And you always said, you can offer me a job. Even after, you're like, hey, come
on, man.
Well, he says, we'll figure out the money. He said that to me. So, yeah, you've always done that. But your passion shows.
Yeah.
Your passion shows. And your kids, your kids respond. I mean, you so after Price, before Bernstein, you go.
I went to South Pass.
Okay.
So
So it's funny. Every time I've left the job, when I left Crespi,
mm-hmm.
Ernest hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come? Nah, it's too far. I left Burroughs. He says, you want to come over here? Nah, it's too far. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Same like you. I mean, he's the same type of guy. Like, hey, you want to come?
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're doing. Like, I support that or whatever.
Yeah.
So you went to South Pass.
Yes.
And how was that experience?
South Pass was a good experience. Ernest has a way of doing things. Like, Ernest he's a leader where he'll show you how to do it. He'll just give you the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like another component that I needed.
Because most leaders won't show you how to do it.
They won't. I mean, if you think about it, let's be real about it. Like, the black coaches, everybody doesn't extend that hand.
No,
they don't give you that grace.
Unfortunately, they don't.
So, like, there was a coach, and I won't say his name, who was a coach that I looked up to when I was coming up, and I just wanted to, like, sit in a practice or just learn a game just a little bit. That dude just shut down. No, wouldn't talk to you. So it became a thing.
Because he felt like you was a threat?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just, it's just how some people move. And I remember being at South Pass, we played them. We beat them. And it was one of those things where it's just like, I got a hit list. I got a hit list for people like you. And that dude, still to this day, like, won't acknowledge me. Not that I need that. He won't acknowledge me. And it's just like, you ruin the experience for some people because you're OG in the game and you're supposed to reach back and help everybody else. So, like, I think part of the reason why I reach back and help others who are just getting started or who just want to learn is because of that situation, because I feel like as black men, we got to continue to pull back, and help everybody else.
Yeah.
Or help the people that we can.
Because not many of us.
It's not many of us.
I mean, the fraternity is very small when it comes to black men as far as head coaches.
Absolutely.
In a sport that predominantly black. You know, it's rare. So yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, how long were you at South Pass?
1 season.
1 season.
Yes.
Why'd you leave?
1 season. It was time. I realized coaching with Ernest that I just needed my own program.
Yeah.
And everything didn't go right, but everything didn't go wrong.
Just wasn't.
It just wasn't
wasn't
for me.
fit.
It just wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. It was convenient. I lived 9 minutes away from South Pass, so that was one of the major reasons.
You lived all over the place, huh? Because
So-
you live 5 minutes from St. Bernard's.
So St. Bernard's, yes, it was 5 minutes. So then I moved downtown during COVID, right before COVID happened.
Okay.
And downtown, I live at Union Station. So Union
Oh, it's
Station
right across there, right there.
right across the way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a couple exits on the freeway. So like even now, like I won't go anywhere because Bernstein is so convenient for me.
Where you live at now?
Union Station.
Oh, you still live in the same spot?
Same spot.
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
Moving is for rich people. But I love my place now. But
Moving's a lot. Yes, I
moving
agree.
is a lot, and I've accumulated. I got a big old apartment, and I ain't moving. I'm not moving, man.
So what made you take the Bernstein job? Because you had the taste of private school. So St. Bernard's, Crossroads, even South Pass, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
had a little more.
Absolutely.
You had Price.
You've seen that, Jim.
Yeah, you had Price. So you've tasted the side where there's money around. I mean, Price had some money, but didn't have any money. So, yeah. What made you want to take Bernstein?
I think I was just looking for an opportunity.
Yeah.
I didn't care what it was. I just wanted to prove to myself that I can go somewhere and win immediately. And
So was you doubting yourself after all the
absolutely
stops?
not, because when I got to South Pass, Ernest was away. He was out of the country for like the first month of the season, and just with the team that we had, it was a very good team.
Mm-hmm.
And coaching, I think it was like 13 games. We were 12-1.
Okay.
And then I was just like, like this is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
And even the players, they were so engaged in everything that was going on. They're just like, yo, like, how do you know this was gonna happen? How did it's just the little stuff. So like they kept me motivated to keep them going.
Yeah.
And when Ernest came back, like a lot of things changed, and they changed because I don't know if it was like. He wanted to show me that this was his program. I didn't know. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was a point, and there were things said during a game that I was just like, yeah, it's time for me to make my escape.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, still to this day, I talk to Ernest almost every other day. The situation happened. I never said anything about it. I just knew that I had to get up out of there because it was about me, not about him.
Yeah.
I had to go find my own way.
And at the end of the day, it is his program. It's kind of like when you live in somebody else's house. If you
My
like
house,
the
my
rules.
rules.
Exactly. My house, my
house,
rules.
my rules. Yeah, and I got it. Like, and again, I think I was a grown man about it. I just went and got a job, and it was like my time to just show like this is what I do. And getting a job at Bernstein, it was one of those things where I was just like, cool, I'm not gonna fuck this up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
And 2 years later,
You've been at Bernstein's house 2 years?
this is going into my third year.
Really? I thought you've been there longer than that. But
No.
yeah, 3 years makes sense.
Yeah.
It's funny because I tell people, hey, he coached at Bernstein. Where's that at?
Everybody.
I says, I just told Pudge, I said he coached at Bernstein. He said, where's that? I said, off the 101, right by next foot
Bro,
between Home
oh
Depot.
my
He
God.
said, that's a school? I said, with the dragon on the side. He
Yes.
says, oh, okay. It's-
Everybody sends me that. They send me I got like listen, everybody sends me that video, and they just like, yo, you really made Bernstein famous, and like all this. I'm like, no, like Bill Rogers made Bernstein famous. Like Bill was the first dude to go back to back. So Phil kind of put Bernstein on the map in 2015, 2016 because he won back-to-back championships there.
Wait, so Bernstein, how long has Bernstein been around?
Since, I want to say 2008, maybe.
Okay, so
Seven?
it's fairly new. Fairly
Yeah.
new. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
again, I always like to put it out there. Phil Rogers he kind of made Bernstein what it is. Like, he made it cool.
Yeah.
Because when he took the job there, he used to coach with Ernest as well. They coached at Providence together. But Phil is my dog. And I told him, like, he's kind of like both of our schools right now. And if I get one next year, then it's kind of my school.
It's my school now.
It's my school.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to repeat, but he kind of got robbed by Gardena. I think it was Gardena who beat him. Where they had this rigged team, and they should have went open, but they stayed in the division that they were in. I think it was Division 1. I think it was Division 1, and then they kind of beat Bernstein by like 4 or 5 points.
Interesting.
But Phil is a guy, man.
So Bernstein 3 years. So you got there. So your admin is all on board with everything you're doing.
Yes.
It seems that way
Yes.
because you gotten some transfers in, and you're actually one of them. And I was thinking about this. A lot of these schools are getting these transfers in and ain't winning nothing. Like, let's really talk about it. Like, I see Jack Paulin post these things about so-and-so's transferring this school and this one's transferring. And then at the end of the day, we talk about how, oh, my God, this is, an open division team, and they don't win nothing. You're one of the only ones that get these transfers in and actually – but you get the people – that can help your program and not the names that just so they can get this hype on Baller TV or whatever,
So, and it's only in boys basketball that this happens. I think a lot of guys just go out to get the best talent.
Yeah.
Not knowing that, like, it's one of these things that I say, like, being a head coach, you have to be a good GM.
Yes.
Because what has to happen is everything has to fall into line. If things don't fall into line, you just got a bunch of guys who are disgruntled at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when I got Eli, Eli asked me, like, oh, well, what are you going to have me doing? I said, I want you to be the best rebounder and the best finisher in the city section. And he's like, well, I'm only like 6'2". I said 6'1".
6 feet and a half, but hey.
Right. But I told him, I said, listen, the style of offense that we play, we're up and down. I'll put you in the dunker spot. All you're doing is just working on finishing, left, right hand, reverse layup, bullying guys under the basket, being Charles Barkley. That's all I need you to be. If you can do that, I guarantee you will win a championship. And he kind of figured it out really, really quick. Like, Eli played defense. He was super, super competitive. He was physical. He was all of these things. So then, like, when he blended in so good, I was just like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what other coaches should have had you doing. Like, he went to a name school that we won't say their name, but, I mean, we know the school that he went to. And it's just like these coaches have these jewels that are, like, in their backyard. They won't develop the kid. They won't help the kid. And that's the part that sucks. But every kid that I have, I don't care, first or 15th guy, you're going to get what I give everybody. Everybody gets the same treatment.
It's about development at the end of the day. Like it's funny. I see some Stacey Young was talking. He says, I don't learn how to play basketball until I got to college.
Yeah.
He just has to be athletic and jump out the gym or whatever. But these coaches are not developing. They're going to find, okay, you scored 30 points, AAU team, come with me. You score 30. But then what happens is we all can't score 30 points. Who's going to score 5 and get 10 rebounds?
Right.
But then now they transferring again because now mom and dad mad because you lied to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you do a good job of getting the pieces.
And, like, the guys that I get, like, they're – and this is no offense to them. Like, they're not big names. They're just guys that –
They're underdogs.
And I see the greater good in them, and we kind of maximize that.
You're going to the shelter and picking the kids in the shelter and say, I want that guy. The other guys are going to a breeder and saying, I want that stud.
Yep.
And now that stud is not providing you with any championships.
Nothing. Like, so going into my first year at Bernstein, there were a couple kids that wanted to come. They decided to stay where they are. Cool.
Yeah.
There was a kid who lived a block or two away from Bernstein. And he was like, oh, no, I'm going to go over here. And I was like,
School's down the street.
I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's it? What else do you
Was he
want me to do?
6'10"?
He was a point guard.
5'9"? 5'11"?
He was a point guard not named Greg Griffin.
Yeah.
So, again, like, you know, and
Yeah.
when I told Greg that, you know, this kid wanted to come, he was just like, it's better for us.
Yeah.
You know, and then I had moms like, oh, I would never send my kid to Bernstein because of blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Your kid goes to Marshall. The biggest drug school.
Academically, you're not going to the
What are we
private
talking
school.
about? What are we talking about?
You're not going to Harvard Westlake. So what are you talking about?
So then we won a championship, and hey, coach, get out my face! Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, it is. Listen, boys basketball is the hardest. It is the hardest thing to do. It is so hard because everybody wants you to. Everybody's like a pick me,
Yeah.
pick me, and now I have things where I don't want to pick anybody. I want guys that come to my program that want to be coached, that want to be coached hard because I coach hard.
Yeah.
If you're soft, like Danny,
Yes.
I think the world of Danny,
Yeah.
but Danny is a pick me sometimes,
100%.
coach, and he's like this, and I'm like, Danny, I don't need you to do that. Here's what I need you to do. Either you can do it or you can't.
Yeah.
He's figuring it out now. And like, we just played a couple games at Sotomayor. He was great.
Yeah.
He was really, really great for us. I'm like, Danny, this is where I need you. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, you're on the Valley. You play like a Valley boy sometimes when you want to do all this sexy stuff. You get 3 dribbles with me and get off the ball.
Yeah.
So like the last time you seen us, we were awful. We just played at Sotomayor. We were okay. But like now where we are, whew.
It's funny you said that about because Danny, I took my Valley team to Venice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was culture shock. They were looking
Yeah,
like there's
absolutely.
music playing, dogs barking, weed smoking out on the mic or whatever. I said, Danny,
Yeah.
this is designed for you.
This is what it is.
He was the only one that kind of got to it, but still was not. I said, dude, you need, no step back now. Get in your bag. Dribble the
Yeah.
ball. I'm not even coaching. ISO.
Yeah.
Go.
That's what he loves.
And then, of course, now you're like, what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like that Valley thing is tough because, like you said, they're soft.
Yeah.
They're soft, and they say they're
absolutely
not.
soft.
But, yeah, you're not because all the people around you are soft.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're the toughest of the soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're tough as a soft. I believe that the team I saw you have this season is probably your best team ever.
I think so too.
And I'm like, and I tell everybody, I said, this is Chance's best team
Absolutely.
ever.
This is what we've been saying.
Like, I'm watching these kids don't understand that,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been there. I watched Greg and what's the Asian kid before him,
Troy.
Troy, 2 of the best guards you had. I mean, they was averaging each 25 points a game. You know what I'm saying? And then you fast forward to that, you had Eli and Greg and the little light skinned guy that could shoot or whatever.
Jeff.
That was a you overachieved with that team.
Mm-hmm.
With that team overachieved. This team right here, with all the pieces you have, like this is by far the best team you've ever had.
And I keep telling everybody that. Like, everybody's like, oh, what do you think you're going to be? Division II next year? No, open. Open or bust for me.
Yeah, I see this team. And this is the biggest problem with youth sports. If everybody can stay out their own way and listen to the direction in which.
I'm so glad you said that like that. That's all I preach. That's all I preach. Like, don't think individually.
Yeah.
Like, play for the name on the front of the jersey.
Yeah.
Like, I have some really talented guys, but I also have some glue guys. There's a kid that we just got, KJ. Athletic.
From
as all-
Burbank.
No. Yes.
Yeah, Burbank,
Yeah.
Northridge Academy,
Yep.
you.
Yes.
Ran into him after that game you had at St. Francis. Ran, it's a small world. His mom had reached out to us about playing with All Elite because Logan,
Yeah.
we was almost done. So I said, and then when I met him, he says, "Oh, you used to coach at Burroughs." I said, "You played on a JV team." I said, "If you'd have came to Burroughs, you'd have been on a varsity team. No way you should have been on a JV team.
No way.
No way.
No way.
The JV team won by 20, and it was that grabbing rebounds and talking. I was like, man, I like this kid.
Right.
Why he on the JV team?
Right. But that's a trend at Burbank High School.
Oh yeah, don't get me started about those names. But anyway,
That's a trend, and something that I try to school the black parents because some just don't know,
yeah.
especially the single moms.
Moms don't know, and they just and now it sucks because we have a lot of information out there,
Yep.
but I think we have too much information
Yep.
because now you can't decipher what is the good information and what's the bad information.
Well, when it costs you, when you got to pay for everything, that's the bad information.
Yeah.
You know, you have guys that you can pay for right up now. And I tell all my kids, like, we're not doing that hype stuff.
Yeah.
When you guys earn it, people will come do it for free.
100%.
We shouldn't have to pay for anything. And I just think, you know, a little bit this year, there are different things that I need to navigate to figure out a few things for them. But I'm like, you guys are good enough that everybody should be packing this gym. And I said, you guys have to use your own celebrity to continue recruiting for Bernstein.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not a bad thing. It's what happened at Sierra Canyon. That's why they're good every year.
Yeah.
Because of what that name, Sierra Canyon, means.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go there.
But it started with the collective of players that bought in,
Yep.
helped develop, build, won, and now they're became a powerhouse, and now everybody want to come.
Simple.
Yeah. I mean, it's look at college football. Look at Alabama or Michigan or whatever.
Right.
Their student body is 40,000 kids, and they're there because their football team is good.
And they just want to cheer.
they would be part of something fun.
Yeah.
While they get their
Yeah.
doctorate or whatever, you know.
Like, and it sucks. Like, so you saying that, like, even at my school, I have to beg the cheerleaders to come cheer for us.
When I was at Burroughs, I said, "Why are the cheerleaders not coming to our games?"
Bro, like, it's like no cheerleaders. They only do football.
It's wild. That's crazy because I had the same
I think
issue.
it's really crazy to me. First year at Bernstein, we went to a championship game. I told our cheerleaders, "Hey, you guys come to the game?" "Oh no, we can't." "Why?"
It's a championship game. What's more important than that?
I said, like, this is for. I was like, don't come. I want you to come for us and cheer, but I'm like, this is putting you guys on another stage. You guys compete in competitions.
Yeah.
So now you can go out there. You can show
Do your
what you've
thing.
been. Yeah, do your thing.
The fact that you
get
had to say that is wild.
But it's one of those things where I just think it's like I don't know what it is. It's insanity. Because if I'm a cheer coach, I want to support all the athletes and all the athletic teams. So I want to showcase my girls. This is what we've been working on. Just like we've been working on plays, y'all been working on cheers.
But cheer is designed to cheer for the sports programs, not
talk
the
about it.
competitions.
Let's talk about
the
it.
competitions are the dessert. Your job, and the reason why you even design, is for you to hype up our team at home.
But you know, like the competitions that they do, they have AAU for cheer.
Yeah, they do.
It's 6,000 categories.
Yeah, right? There's
So-
a dance, there's this, there's that. Yeah.
So when I was at Price, like I went to support the cheerleaders because once I'm in a school, I support everything.
You invested, yeah.
I go everywhere.
Yeah.
A random weekend, I'm going to watch a cheer competition?
Yeah.
That's not, come on, man. But again, it's for the greater good.
Yes.
So I go support the girls, and I'm like, wait, how many categories is it? And this is like on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's like, brrr, brrr. I'm looking like, wait a minute.
It's like track and field.
Yes.
Yes.
So then, like, our
Yes.
girls, like, at the time, I was just like, oh, okay. 2 girls fell. Like, formations was wrong. And first place, prize. How?
You're right.
How? Oh, they were the only person in the category. You know what? Get me up out of here.
What
man.
am I
I'm just
doing
like,
here?
What the hell?
So you had to beg the Bernstein people to come cheer at a championship game. First year.
First year.
Second year, they was all in there.
Second year, they didn't come.
Wait, no, you're right. They wasn't there.
They were not there.
It was us. It was the families and stuff. It was the mom. Who mom was that? Running around hyping everybody up in the stands. It was somebody mama. Yes.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe
and somebody uncles, a black lady. I never think she running doing this and cheering and slapping her little clacker things or
Yeah,
whatever.
listen, man, our crowd get into it.
Yeah.
They get into it quickly.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They
So
get
that's
into
why I thought Chili was there because I'm thinking
No.
the section was loud.
So again, like I don't know. I always extend the invite.
What is your principal saying?
So we just got a new principal now. The principal before, like, I don't know.
Did you bring it up?
What am I? For what? Like, I mean, I extend the invite, and I want them to be there. If they don't want to be there, they're not there.
But I agree. I'm same way as you. But it's a cultural thing.
Absolutely.
The school is a culture.
Yes.
When y'all have plays, y'all want people in the stands, right?
I promise you. Listen, bro. We can have a bake sale, and because I'm just greedy, I'm gonna show up and probably buy it all.
Yeah.
Like, again, anything Bernstein, I'm about.
But as a coach, so right now, if you was coaching the game and you saw me, the volleyball coach, at everyone in your game, you would feel kind of obligated to come support my game if you was a stand-up individual, right?
Right.
So it's crazy. It's crazy that they don't come to a. I can see not coming to the game against whatever the lower level team is because it's not going to be fun.
Right.
But a championship game,
It's
I'm at halftime. I'm gonna have a dance routine and I'm out there doing my thing in front of the people that's waiting for the next game.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it's one of those things where I'm just like, I just think culturally for Bernstein, it can be better.
Yes. Okay.
It can be better. And I tell people all the time, like, listen, like, you wash my back, I wash yours.
Yeah.
Again, like, we go, like, it's like Friday. When I was doing the schedule this past weekend, I asked the boys, like, in the group chat, like, yo, you guys want to go support the football team? Absolutely, coach, we there. All right, cool. I'm going to put it in the chat. Everybody need to be there. Buy your tickets, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we're supporting in the way that I think we should because it's our football team.
It's the school and the culture of the school should all be supportive. If it's an art show, you should be out there supporting your homies in the art show.
Listen, bro, I go to so many things, Bernstein. Like I'm cool with every single custodian. Like they're like, yo, go home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, man, I got stuff to do. Go home. No, I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'll lock up. I'll do this. I'll do that.
How about your admin? Was admin at the games?
Oh yeah, admin's always at the games.
Okay.
Like again, I just think, you know how you got a family and like everybody don't get along
Yeah.
and everybody doesn't show up to everything.
Yeah.
I think that's where we are right now. I just think there needs to be a bigger buy-in.
Is there some jealousy?
I don't want to put that out there, but
Okay.
it could be.
Okay.
But it's like, so we've heard, oh, what are they happy for? They only won a Division IV ring. Then you win D2. Oh, it ain't open.
Right? It's always something.
And then it's just like,
I mean, but it's a lot of haters in this space, and it's a lot of haters in the boys basketball part of things, and it's crazy. Why is that, you think?
some people are just miserable. Like I hear this all the time, and I hear this from dudes who are not even like qualified to say this. Oh, they only win because they in the city section. You know how many city section teams it is?
It's a lot.
6,644.
It's a lot.
Go get you one of them.
Yeah.
And go win a championship. If it's that easy, go do it.
Yeah.
Like I love the city section coaches. I think there's a lot of guys out there who are extremely talented. I love math and science coach Chris. He does a really good job. We beat them in our first championship, but he does a really good job with his team, math and science college prep.
Okay, they had the taller, skinny
Sterling.
Mexican Sterling, and
Sterling
then
Kaiser.
and then the player of the year, Adon. He played for my club team when he was at Culver City and he moved to
Yes.
math and science. And I didn't know he was playing that team until we came to see y'all.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I like Chris, Jared.
So, question for you. So, how I'm just getting more acclimated with the city section, and because I was in the southern section, I was at Crespi, I was at Burroughs, so I was outside the loop.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking at how do you work on campus?
No, I work at a different school.
Oh, so you work at a school? Okay,
Yes.
so maybe answer this question, but maybe not. How does a coach that is not a teacher in the program survive financially with the city section?
You better have another job. You better have another job.
Because I know some schools allow the gym rental so you can have your club team in there. Some schools don't. Some schools have after-school programs they have on campus, security jobs or whatever. But I'm just curious. I'm watching because I've interviewed for 4 city jobs.
Really?
I interviewed for every city job that's open. Tav, Grant, Arleta,
Sheesh.
what else? Northridge Academy. But that
Really?
interesting. I have a lot of. So look, every job I interviewed, even the other private schools I interviewed that I didn't get, everyone I asked, I said, and I know the number. I said, what's the pay?
Oof. You'd be heartbroken when you find out the city section pay.
So they told me, and I knew what it was. But no, they did. So everyone, I swear to God, everyone, AD sitting here, maybe assistant AD, maybe the principal, they say, Johnny, I think it's $3,000. What? And they always like this. Every last one of them. What you mean you think? Let me know what I'm getting into. I swear, 5 jobs, 5 guys look at each other like,
And they know damn well they know the number.
They know the number.
They know the
Dave
number.
Richards at Arleta
Please,
looked
really.
over at assistant AD, Erica's sister, and says, I think it's 5,000, right? She says, I think it went up. Let me look online. You are hiring for a job.
That should be.
That should be at the top of the list because everybody, this is the job.
Yeah.
I asked Erica, and one thing about it, I think I just met her, and I know she has great energy. I can just tell. I said, how do you pay for summer? Your summer leagues and stuff. Your girls are playing. She says, out of my own pocket.
That's every coach.
I said, wait, what? Oh, but you're a teacher here, so you already get your teacher salary. This is extra.
Yeah.
And she said, I wanted my kids to play and keep them with me, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I said, I respect that. But it was baffling going through this process.
Yeah. For them not to know that answer.
To not know the answer.
Yeah.
I knew the answer. I just want to see what you're going to say. And then some schools allow you to use a gym. I said, and they said, well, you got to get a permit. I said, I got one. I got the $5 million worth of insurance. I can do that. No problem. Can I run my AU program? And then Northridge Academy was a whole another issue.
I wish you would have told me that you were interviewing for that job.
He knows you. That's why.
I know.
I know.
I know.
I called one of your boys. He says, and this is gonna come out later. I don't give a shit. I told you. I said. I told you earlier before we started. I said I've been holding my tongue a lot because there's been a lot of sucker shit going on. I don't do well with suckers. Principal sits there with me and says, I got 5 years. I'm going to retire. I need to win something now.
Did he really?
Swear to God. That's what he said to me.
That's crazy.
His son played with
Our
our
friends.
mans.
Yeah.
He says, well, I need somebody that can come in here and do a few things. Retain the guys that we currently have. Be able to recruit and bring guys in. And win me a championship.
There goes that word recruit, and it's thrown around so loosely because I always say that I do not recruit, but I listen. I listen to the people around me.
Yeah.
And, recruiting's illegal.
When he said that to me, and the way he said that to me, I said, I usually dance with the date I brought. Now, if a 16 African walks in the door,
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
like-
going to stop him.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I said I have a
Yeah.
few. I have a few guys that said, and he mentioned some of your guys that already left. I said they're already gone. Well, I need somebody that can maybe try to get them back or whatever. I said, well, they're already gone or whatever. I don't know. Maybe we can make a phone call or two or whatever. But I just saw y'all play.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the best team you ever had. Why would they leave that to go back here? It's impossible.
And like, so this is what I love about kids when they come to my program. They're very, very honest with me. And the parents are honest with me.
Yeah.
And I'm honest with them. And the parents like, hey, we got this, we left in a way that, it was abrupt. We just wanted to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
And then even the mom was like, well, even though that we're moving, it's one of those things where we'll entertain to see what they're going to say, but we're moving anyway. So it's just like, we're out of here.
Yeah.
The kids that they had there already didn't want those two kids back.
Because opportunity for them to step up.
It wasn't even that. It was just like the kids, when they came back to work out with them, the kids was like, y'all traitors. We're not, it's that.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that some people love basketball. Some
Yeah.
people like basketball. When you love basketball, it's a different feeling than liking basketball.
100%.
And when you play with guys who do it for fun, it's not fun because, like, here you are crying your eyes out because you love it. Here goes Billy and Tommy.
They laughing in the back of the bus at the loss. And you want to knock their head off.
Right. So, like, it's a huge difference, and people don't understand that, like, people have aspirations on playing at the next level, regardless of where it is. It can be JUCO. It can be NAIA 2, 3, 1, whatever it is. They just want to play at the next level, and they want teammates that are serious about that. And I tell this to my guys all the time, like I love y'all, but I know some of y'all just like basketball. And y'all see how passionate I am about everything. Like, my kids get scouting reports. They get private, like, stuff on the side. Like, look, this is what I know he like to do. This is what I need you to do. Like, it's just extra stuff. And they're just like, damn, coach, like, why do you care this much? Because I love this. Do you want to do it in professional? No, I want to have a really good high school program. That's it. I don't have to go on to the next level. If it happens, so be it.
Yeah.
But I want to have a really good high school program where I can get kids in every single year, and we can continue to do this thing, and we can continue to develop guys and let guys have a great experience in high school. Because some of your high school teammates, probably your best friends to this day, or guys you met in basketball, they're still your best. Like, one of my really good friends, Evan Porter.
Yep.
No, Evan and I played like 10 and 11 YMCA together. It's basketball. It keeps us connected.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, but yeah, it's the fact that a principal told you to recruit is crazy.
And the person that they picked sold them on that.
Oh, listen, because he.
And,
That's
and
off-camera stuff.
It's it's funny because when I heard about, I'm like, it wasn't a place for me.
No,
At the end, it wasn't a place for me.
absolutely not. But I do know that principal, and he's a cool dude.
He's a basketball guy, so he
Yeah.
wants the basketball program to succeed because he wants to put a banner up before he retires. So,
Right.
so
That's
I
crazy.
know-
That's
I know-
very selfish.
No,
Though.
but nobody said. He said that blatantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. I mean, it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's
I
a
wish
lot,
you all the
man.
best because you're not this. Oh, he also said, I don't want this year to be a throwaway year.
It's gone.
I got 3 of your guys currently in my program, and they play 16U. That's going to be on your varsity team. They're not ready for what you're throwing at them,
Yep.
unfortunately. But it's all good. So you're at Bernstein. You're happy. Do you want? I mean, you kind of answered the question. Do you want to move up into the college range? Have you been looking for jobs? Is that something you want to do in the future?
I have not, but I would entertain certain places.
And like you're willing to move. You got kids?
No kids.
You're not married?
No.
Oh, you're perfect.
Yeah.
You're perfect.
So I'm again.
You're
If
perfect candidate.
If it happens or if it presents itself, I would entertain it.
Yeah.
A few, like small places. I don't want to do anything big. I just want to take, like, again, a dream school of mine is Cal State Dominguez Hills because of where it is and how you can tap into the city section and completely just go through all these players that we have here in LA. Like, coaches in LA that have college coaches in LA, if you are not recruiting from LA, you're crazy.
I always say, I mean, like Northridge, for example. Dude, how in the heck are you in the Valley and you have all these top schools, Sierra, Canyon, Harvard, Westlake, you know, wherever, you know, and you're not getting the role players on that team that's not going to Duke or Kansas?
I can tell you exactly how. Their gym looks like a high school gym.
Oh, small, yeah.
It's very small.
It's funny. No, because when I tell you, oh, CSUN's a Division I, really? Because
Right.
it doesn't. The campus don't look like one.
It doesn't look like one.
Like it doesn't look like.
It looks like the 13th grade.
It does. It does. It does. It doesn't
They
have
got to
that.
do a major. I mean, and then you have ARC games there every weekend.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's interesting, but I thought, but even if that's the case, like I was at Crespi for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see not one CSUN
Nope.
polo in the building.
No.
Not one.
No.
And it's like,
And
dude,
they had dudes there.
down
Like
the street.
Taj Regans, who was one of my guys.
Yeah.
He should have been at Northridge.
Easily. I came after he was there, but he came back to be assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
But they had every year. I mean, it's Crespi. It's Mission League. Like
Yep.
every Mission League game should have a CSUN reps in that room.
If you want to win.
It's crazy seeing that they got what's the kid that went to
Marcus
UNLV
Adam.
that came back. He transferred back to West Ranch.
James.
He's at CSUN now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He went to UNLV for 1 year, and he came. Why would he not at CSUN from the beginning?
Right. Somebody not doing their job.
I think you'd be good at that.
I think I'd be great at it. Because
I
tell people this all the time. I know how to pick talent.
I do. I think right now, whoever's watching this, CSUN, whoever you got recruiting, y'all need to tap in.
Like, and I said this a lot. Like, so I've put 5 or 6 guys at Cal State Dominguez Hills, and one just went pro recently. Brandon Jackson, David Cheatham.
Okay.
He's
Yep.
over there. My point guard.
They just lost in the finals of the Division II championship.
Yes.
What's the coach name? Steve
At
Beckers?
Becker.
Becker. Yeah,
Steve Becker.
Yeah, I met him out in the Final Four or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
they went. So
I
got dudes.
had a couple guys that I was trying to get to them this year, but they were a little slow. And those guys wound up going. One of my kids, he wound up going to Hope, and I don't know why coaches even entertained Hope. This kid, Amon Haynes, 6'6", does it all. 6'6", bangs inside, shoot the three, handle the ball, everything. Never had any issues with him, and Hope is the best you can get him, playing in the Delray League.
So I've been asking this question now since you're here. I asked you because I'm on the AAU side of things, and if you go in my room right now, you'll see a board that has college coaches that I've called. I'm calling them for my AAU guys.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't high school coaches help in the recruitment of their players more?
I just think they're just misinformed.
What you mean?
Most high school coaches think that's an AAU thing, and I'm just like, well, he's in your program.
It's an all of us thing.
It's an all of us thing.
Yeah.
So like that's my thing. Like they're misinformed, thinking that it's just an AAU thing. Like any kid that I ever come in contact with, I'm always trying to help. I know I get on people's nerves.
Yeah.
But so what? You're gonna take my call. And a lot of people are just like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't do this. Oh, we can't take him. He's not for this level. All right, cool. If you say he's not for your level, I did my part.
Yeah.
I tried to make you interested.
But you're on the phone, called it like you're
All the time.
you're a rarity. Actually, I had a college coach, high school coach reach out to me. Hey, I know you're working with one of our guys. Can we connect so we can see what you're doing? Which I love. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll give you my notes because at the end of the day, it's about helping that kid.
Yeah.
If you get it or I get it, he'll get it. I'm not
sort of
worried
like
about
our situation that we just before we jumped on this.
that. Yeah.
It's again like as long as the kid benefits.
I'm not worried about who helps.
Yeah.
As long as the kid, like you said, benefits or whatever. But it sucks because I'm watching a lot of these high school coaches, but then they talk crap about us, AAU side of things. It's like, well, technically, I'm not saying we're more valuable, but we're playing a lot of games in front of college coaches. If you play, you do live periods, nobody's coming to your gym in the middle of, Reseda.
At all. No. Because you're probably 7-14.
Yeah, you're not.
And
so
no coach. Something that everybody doesn't understand. These college coaches don't want to see losers.
No.
They don't want to see it.
No.
They don't. It's not moving the needle.
Or I can go to a place where there's 50 guys that I can kind of pick from or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that. Especially budget-wise, I can't afford to drive all
Everywhere.
over to see one guy unless you're Shaq.
Which is why every coach should be doing something.
Yeah.
Every single coach should be doing something.
Yep.
Like I remember when I was at Price, a mom told me, "Why didn't you call San Diego State for my son? For what? For them to laugh at me?"
Yeah.
like, let's be realistic. Well, my son is 6'1", and he's this and he's that. I said, your son is 6'1", so that means he's a point guard. If you go through the film and show me your son initiating our offense and running our offense, I'll call anybody. I'll call Duke if you want me to.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on, man.
I told my son, I said, I'll call anybody you want to. I even knock on the door and walk you to, but you got to produce.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to waste my time because I
Right.
know you're not at that level, so let's not even waste our time.
Right.
So, yeah, it's crazy. But so what's next for you? I mean, season's coming up. What's
The
next?
season is we're in boot camp right now.
Seen that. Day 2?
That is day 3.
Day 3, okay.
This is again, like this group of kids, like, man, it's kind of like igniting something different in me.
Yeah.
Solely because, like, I can say, like, oh, I'm gonna give you guys tomorrow off. For what?
They like to be in the gym.
They like to be in the gym. And something that Eli told me the other day, he was like, Coach, why wouldn't have all these kids when I was here? And I was like, Eli, I was telling you guys, like, I tell you guys all the time, like, you guys do the recruiting to bring kids in. You want to play with your friends? Tell your friends to come.
Winning recruits too. You went back to back to like Division 4, Division 2, whatever it is. It's a win and rings and banners and stuff. So mom and dad like, oh.
So then it's hard, like especially when you're in the city section, and you have these conversations. And there was an AD meeting for the winter sports.
Yep.
And Vicky Lagos goes, how many transfers you got this year? Here's what you have to understand. I do have transfers, but it's not how you guys think it is. Like, again, I'm one of the good guys, so people are starting to figure that out.
Yeah.
So, like, now kids want to come. So it's not a thing where I'm physically going out there stealing people's players. Like, 90% of these dudes do.
Yeah.
Like, hey, the spade is the spade.
Yeah.
But everybody does it, but you only try to get the smaller schools. You try to ding the smaller schools. And it's one of those things where, as a coach, I become extremely frustrated because you got that big old school over there doing it, and nobody says anything. You got mom and dad not together, but son transfers from this big school to this small school, but they're granted what do you call it? Valid change of residence, VCR.
Yeah.
How? Mom lives in West Hills, dad lives in Inglewood. How did they move and do this together? That doesn't make any sense.
And at these prices of moving and living and rent, how's
Like,
that
come
possible?
on. Like, how does that happen? Or how last year in the playoffs, they rank you at the end of the season.
Yes.
So our final record is like 23-2. We're in Division 2. We're the 2 seed. University is the 1 seed. They're like 9-17, but 0-12 in league.
How did the 1 seed? That didn't even make sense.
Ask the city section. Or how they say they're going to rank you based on your strength of schedule. Math and science had a higher strength of schedule than we did. We're in Division 2. They're in Division 3. Not complaining about that, but with your own metrics, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So how does this happen? Like, if we were in Division 3, nothing against math and science, we would have won a state championship.
Yeah.
Easily.
Would have walked through everybody.
Yeah. So, like, I don't understand how they always have, like, these different criteria that you have to meet, but they don't make sense.
But have they ever made sense? In the history of the playoffs and situations, has it ever made sense?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I think now it doesn't make sense because you're now allowing a computer, or you're allowing some dude to say, oh, well, historically they're this, historically they're that. Put me on a committee. I go to every game. I'll go watch Northridge Academy and
Lakeview Terrace.
Yeah, and nothing against those schools, but again, Division 4, Division 5 schools, I'll go watch those games just to watch those games. I can get better as a coach because I am a sponge. In any gym that I go in, I'm going to learn. So, like last year, I went to watch Ontario Christian and Bishop Montgomery girls, and because I love the girls from Ontario Christian.
Oh my God, amazing squad.
Listen, bro, like
that's really good basketball.
Spreading the floor, rose cuts, drive and kick, play off 2 feet, make somebody better, throw it to the big girl, scissor cuts, everything.
That was great.
Like, I'm just like, this is what I love to do. Or just, going to a JV game, watching my JV kids play, figuring out how I can motivate them to, want to be better. But everybody doesn't think like that. No. So when you pay these dudes or you make these dudes the head of whatever to dictate what's going on in boys basketball on whatever level, when they're wrong and they don't know what they're talking about, it's crazy.
So those people that's in charge of these situations, are they from the culture?
Absolutely. Are they ever?
Never.
Look at
that was a rhetorical question because at the end of the day, there needs to be some representation in a room. I mean, are they ex-coaches? Are they there needs to be some type of...
It's almost a joke when it happens.
Yeah.
Just like hip-hop, when they make these top 10 lists.
Yeah. There's usually some nerd in the middle of Idaho that wants to get a rouse out of us that puts Jim Jones at number 2.